Can a person still hear their family's voices just after passing away? Which sense is the last to fade? After the heart stops beating, the thousands of brain cells still take some time to die. Therefore, a person may remain conscious for a short period after death. Usually, the first sense to decline is vision. This is because the most important part of vision involves opening the eyes, followed by the pupils and lenses adjusting and focusing based on light intensity, and finally the retina transmitting electrical signals to the brain to form a three-dimensional image. This process consumes a significant amount of energy. In a near-death state, blood is prioritized to flow to the brain, leaving insufficient energy and oxygen for the eyes to maintain visual function. Thus, vision is the first sense to be lost. As blood pressure drops sharply on the body's surface, the tactile nerves in the skin can no longer perceive external stimuli, due to the lack of sufficient blood pressure to sustain them. Olfactory receptors are located at the top of the nasal cavity, while taste receptors are mainly distributed on the tongue. Their function relies not only on a constant body temperature, but also on the Maillard reaction. As metabolic activity slows and body temperature gradually decreases, the senses of smell and taste gradually diminish, until they eventually disappear. However, compared to other senses, hearing may persist the longest after death. This is because hearing transmission depends on hair cells in the cochlear fluid, converting sound into electrical signals, which are then transmitted to the brain. Since hair cells consume low energy and are located close to the brain, the auditory system may retain some activity even in the final stages of life. This means that a person who has just passed away may still hear surrounding sounds, which also explains why they might show faint facial changes or tears when they hear their loved ones crying. Additionally, does the human brain remain conscious the moment the head is cut off? On May 8, 1794, the famous French chemist Lavoisier was sent to the guillotine due to tax-related issues. The moment his head fell, the executioner, following a prior agreement with Lavoisier, quickly walked to the front of the head to observe his reaction after decapitation. Lavoisier continuously blinked his eyes, and it was only after blinking 11 times that his head finally died. Although this story is not confirmed by any authoritative scientific history books, it is believed that the small amount of blood and oxygen remaining in the brain at the moment of decapitation could sustain brain function for a short time, allowing the brain to retain some consciousness. However, this period is very brief. After a person dies, do their nails appear to grow longer? This is merely an optical illusion. After death, blood circulation stops, and the nails, deprived of blood supply, become dry and brittle. More importantly, due to the body's dehydration, the skin naturally shrinks, causing the nail roots originally embedded in the skin to become exposed. This creates the illusion that the nails have grown longer or changed in shape.